300年経った世界の友人よ。お前の名を聞かせてくれ。
Nurse Drano with another video, and what this video is going to be about is things that you can do to not fail nursing school. So first, subscribe, share, and like. And I'm currently in my last 2 semesters of nursing school. I finished up my LVN program, and went straight into my RN program, or we'll talk about that a little bit later. But these are things that I think that are going to help you, that how I failed first term of LVN school and why I failed it. So, and I was 18 at the time, so I have a reason, not a reason, but good excuse. Number one, reason why I failed nursing school in the beginning of term 1 of LVN school is I wasn't understanding the concepts, and that's number one. If you can't see it, it's okay. So understanding the concept, and what do I mean by that? So when in nursing, everything ties together, and let me give you a good example, as in diets, right? So when a patient has skin issues, they are offered a high protein diet, and also you might include vitamins, vitamin C, vitamin A. So what do I mean by that? So vitamin C is really good for wound healing, and protein is also good for really wound healing and building those gains as well, those muscles, right? So that is why I mean by understanding the concept. Put it all together. That's something I wasn't understanding as an LVN. I mean, in my LVN program, and now I do get that, understand that in my RN program. It's just putting everything together, right? And also, the CNA, repositioning the patient every 2 hours, patient teaching. So that's what I mean, understanding the concept as a whole, right? And let me give you another example really quickly. Beta blockers. Why does a beta blocker, you have to monitor the heart rate and also, the blood pressure? Because it's a beta blocker, it's a vasodilator, but it also works on beta 1 and beta 2. Beta 1, your heart, and it's going to lower the heart rate. So that's why you got to monitor and hold it for the parameters that the doctor wants it. Usually lower than 60, some even lower than 55 I've seen. So it just depends on, everybody's different. Remember that. That's what I mean understanding the concept. I hope that makes sense to you guys, okay? Number 2, practice questions, okay? This one's super hella important, and I've been doing this now, and I still got 4 more months of my RN program. I bought UWorld, or there used to be a free, Saunders has an app. I would use that, but there's limited questions on there. And the reason why I say practice questions is because nursing is just totally kind of different than your regular questions, okay? It's going to give you select all to apply, and good hint for select all apply, there's usually always 3 that are right, 2 that are wrong, that I've learned from Simple Nursing. That's a tactic that I utilize when I am taking test questions. So practice questions, because it'll give you a question as in, they're all right, but which one's the most correct, right? And so that's why you need to understand, because nursing school, like, let's be honest, the questions are just totally different than your regular questions. It'll be like, why is this patient on isolation, right? And there's contact, droplet, and this, and then some could be completely the same, but it's contact, and then it's so yeah. And also read the questions carefully. So the more you practice questions, the better you're gonna get at answering them. And also, those people who are nervous on taking tests, like I used to be, which is totally fine, you need to practice questions so you can get over that fright. Something that I've been actually doing that's been helping me, I learned from, again, Simple Nursing, shout out to them. Test day is like Monday, Saturday, and Sunday. I do 20 questions. I try to do 20 because that's the time I can give. They recommend 30 in 20 minutes. So that gives you that opportunity to practice those questions now. So practice questions as much as you can, because when the NCLEX comes, you want to be ready and learn how to answer the questions, okay? Okay, number 3, get yourself a freaking calendar, all right? This is what I use now, and I didn't start using this until the very, almost last 2 semesters, which is kind of bad. Long story short, man, I was working too much and just making excuses for myself, And I stopped doing that now. But get a calendar, mark in RN school. I think this is more easier. And LVN school, I feel like probably don't need it as much, but write down what's due and when certain assignments and just go over it. Literally, it makes your life easier. You're more organized. Be organized, man. Don't do what I did in I barely started being more organized, I'll be honest. Anyways, number 4, study, okay? Obviously, you can study. Figure out your study method, okay? I don't want you to copy your friend's study method if it doesn't work for you, but if it does work for you, then do it. There's a few methods a way to study nursing school, I believe. Flashcards, which is on the go. You can always write them down and test yourself, okay? I love flashcards because I like testing myself, you know what I mean? Number 2, audio. You can record lectures and you can listen to it when you're at the gym, hitting those gains, okay? Those gains, check them out, okay? Number 3, you can do, what I've seen that actually works for others is flashcards, audio, and there's a third one. PowerPoint. Some people like doing PowerPoints. I've seen that. They make their own PowerPoints and then they rip them out, and I was like, oh, that's a little different. So that's another way to study. Oh, I'm lying. 3, reading. They literally read the whole chapter, and some people remember that. And highlighting. Get yourself a good highlighter, a yellow highlighter, a pink highlighter, something that stands out when you really don't highlight the whole book, but I've noticed to highlight little things. So, or you can do all of them at the same time, okay? I personally prefer the flashcards. Going back to number 2, the practice questions that you get wrong, the ones you get wrong, put them on a flashcard and study the reason why you got it wrong. Because that's what I do. And if the reason why I'm telling you that is because if you got it wrong, and then you just like, oh, okay, I'll get it back next time, you might forget. But if you study that one that you got it wrong, when it comes again, you're going to remember. Okay, number 5, friends. I love this one. I wish I could highlight it more and you can see it. Friends. I think it's very important to make friends in nursing school. Don't be that person that everybody hates and who thinks there's a know-it-all. Because it's just, look, I've been that nurse as an LVN, you know, because I was making a lot of money. And I've also been that, and I'm not like that anymore. Okay, I've learned from my trials and tribulations, whatever. But friends, have friends in nursing school. It'll make your life so much easier. I can't lie to you. It made my RN school a lot easier. It made my LVN school a lot easier. You know, I've always got along, honestly, with everybody. You know, there's maybe one person, or I usually always get along with everybody. 100% actually. But make friends. I think in case you don't know something, they might know something that can help you. You know, if you fall behind, they can help you. If you feel weak on a subject, I've always said this, they might feel stronger in that subject than you are. You get what I'm saying? So I've realized that it's very important to have friends in nursing school, okay? And that's a big one, man. Especially when, like, you know, you don't know something, they can probably explain it better than you, or if they're smarter than you. And, you know, I'm going to give shout out to, you know, 3 people in my nursing school right now. I'll give shout out to Nusha, Gal, and Ellen. So y'all been really helpful, and it's been, actually, I mean, shout out to all of them, but, you know. Number 6, believe in yourself. I think that one's so important. I know it's kind of cheesy, but believe in yourself in nursing school. Like, a lot of people I've talked to in nursing school, and I've always been really optimistic even when things are going down. And the reason why I just learned this in life in general, you guys can apply this. If you don't believe in yourself, you're not going to pass nursing school, okay? If you can't think you're going to study, because it's going to get hard, okay? There's going to be days you don't want to study. There's going to be days you don't want to do something. But I need you to believe in yourself, to tell yourself you can do this. Every exam in LVN school, we had exams every week and the quizzes. So mentally, it's going to be mentally draining, okay? So you got to believe in yourself that even if you're not the smartest, you don't have to be the smartest, okay? I was never the smartest in LVN school and I passed. And I didn't think I was going to get in the RN program, and I got in. First try. I only applied to 1 so believe in yourself, because that mindset, you just say, I can pass. Tell yourself that 10 times, okay? That positive affirmation is going to stick in your head, and you're going to think you're going to pass. So that's very important. And so these are the tips that I would say to you to pass nursing school, okay? Understand the concept. It's a whole. Nursing's a whole, okay? Don't think, okay, just don't try to understand the answer. Like, oh, just know the answer. Because in nursing school, it's not like that. Okay, you have to know why it's doing that. You know, why are you taking a blood thinner? Because a blood thinner thins out the blood. So if someone's staying in bed all day, then you have to give them aspirin, maybe heparin first, because heparin works a lot faster and aspirin takes about a week to work. So you got to understand those concepts. Okay, and number 7, I'm going to help you guys make more money right now and how to pass nursing school. Never think you're too good to learn a lot. I've always been that nurse that I've learned that I always want to learn more no matter how much I know. Okay, it's going to push you to be a better nurse, but it's also going to push you to be a better student. If you always want to learn something, it's just going to be, no matter how much you know, no matter how high you are, continue to want to learn something. And you know, well, I don't know why this works, but you're not going to know everything. So I hope this video helps, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, share it with your classmates, share it with your homegirls, share it with your homeboys, share it with your friends. And I hope you guys have a great day. Peace.